Biden administration is expected to announce that most Americans can get a booster shot for the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine. The federal government last week approved booster shots for some people with compromised immune systems. That would extend now to cover more people. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mike Savino is live from our newsroom with more. And Mike, when these booster shots would actually become available for people here in Connecticut?
Well, Kara, it's likely that this wouldn't still be for a month or so away. A broader use of these booster shots would still need the same approvals from the FDA and the CDC that we saw last week when it comes to booster shots for the immunocompromised. But I talked with one doctor today about this rollout, and he said it's also likely we'll follow a similar rollout for booster shots that we saw with the initial vaccine shots, meaning people who got their shots first earlier this year will be first in line for these booster shots. And there's two reasons for that. One is that these are healthcare workers and the elderly we're talking about, people who are at more risk of spreading or dying from COVID. So once we get through the immunocompromised, we want to target these people. But these are also the people who've had the vaccine the longest. And studies are finding that antibodies that you build up after getting your vaccine shots wear off after 6 to 8 months. So if you're just getting fully vaccinated, you shouldn't need this booster shot for a while. But with this highly contagious Delta variant now driving another surge here in Connecticut and around the country, doctors want to make sure that people who got their shots a while ago get those antibodies back up. Now, this is another dose of the same vaccine that you already got. So it's recommended that you get the same vaccine, whether that be Pfizer or Moderna, and you can expect the same side effects that you had before.
We see this with most vaccines. As time goes on, some of the antibodies will begin to wane. And especially with the advent of new variants that are going around, especially the Delta, it's become necessary.
Now, this is, again, for the mRNA vaccines, the Pfizer and the Moderna. Johnson & Johnson is still studying whether a booster shot for their vaccine is needed. We're also not sure yet if people who got the Johnson & Johnson can then get mRNA vaccines now. Live from the newsroom, Mike Savino, Channel 3.